Howdy students, test, test, test. Looks like I'm on. Let me go. Okay, so I want to show you and give you some guidance on how to go about the unit discussion posts. The purpose of the unit discussion posts is to create a forum so we can all at least garner a couple of examples collectively for the various essay prompts that are assigned per unit. So for Unit 1, there are 6 essay prompts assigned, and you've been assigned to one of them for the unit discussion posts. For the unit essay exam, you've been assigned all of them. 3 of them will be randomly selected. So let's get started. So going to course content, going to Unit 1, clicking right there, Unit 1 discussion post. Right, so these are the instructions. You're required to submit a discussion post for the Unit 1 essay prompts. You can click here to see all of them, and I'll show you where, if you haven't seen that yet, where yours was assigned. But right here, this is all 6 of the essay prompts for Unit 1. And again, for the unit essay exam, 3 of these are going to be randomly selected. So when you're preparing for these, and you should be as you're reading each chapter, if you're not doing that, you're doing yourself a huge disservice, and you probably will not be successful in this course. So as well emphasized in the orientation, work as you go. As you read Chapter 1, find examples, take notes in accordance to what essay prompts are assigned that. If you're unsure of what that is, I'll show you where that link is for each one. It's posted in each week. It gives you an example. Let me show that to you real quick. Let me go back here. So if you notice, assigned reading, so for Chapter 1, you're discussing the complexity and the diversity of indigenous people in North and South America prior to the European contact. And then you're discussing the age of discovery and its various stages, right? So you want to, as you're reading, you want to respond to these. So when it comes time for the unit exam, your essay will be done because you do not know which one will be randomly selected. So there's that. But we're talking about the discussion post, so let's go back to that. All right. So your post must include 2 examples referring to one primary and secondary source with an explanation or analysis. Right. So if you're having trouble figuring out what a primary source or secondary source is, I have some resources right here for you to look through. But the short answer is a primary source is a artifact, a document produced at the time of your study. So a journal written by Christopher Columbus, that is a primary source. A secondary source is something produced after the fact. So your history textbook is a secondary source. So you want one example from the primary sources, and those primary sources are found on the top of each chapter. There's a link that will take you to primary sources. And the secondary sources are the videos, which I highly encourage you to watch. There are some great examples, and I will be looking for that when you submit your essays, when they're randomly selected. So you can use any of that. You can use the text, you can use the video. So you will be assigned an essay to provide your examples. Your assignment is located in the Blackboard and in the course content. So you're going to want to go here to see what you were assigned. Click Launch. And there you go. Describe the basic social life of the 17th century colonists. Explain the cause and effects of the Great Awakening and the Enlightenment. In your discussion, explain how the Great... Oops, I got cut off, so I'll have to go back and put something in there for the rest of that. But anyway, when you're reading for this, if I was this student, and I'm in student view here, this is what I would have been assigned. So you want to go to the readings that are associated with this, and let's take a look at what those are. So as listed here, you can get examples. Here's the essay prompt that I was assigned, the entire essay prompt. I'll make sure I correct that in the discussion posts. But this is the essay that I've been assigned. So as a student, I can look in Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. Now let me say something about your examples. Avoid pronouns. So if you find yourself writing they, the Europeans, the Indians, Native Americans, whatever the case is, if you find yourself being very general in your examples. See if you can get a little bit more specific, right? So if you're talking about the Europeans, what Europeans? Are you talking about the English? Are you talking about the Spanish? If you're giving a specific example, and you should be, make sure if a date is available, you're providing what that date is. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are placing your example within the context of your essay prompt, right? So you're not responding to the entire essay prompt. You're responding to a part of the essay prompt by providing an example. So if your example helps explain the cause and effects of the Great Awakening, right, from chapters 3 or chapters 4, because they're associated with both those chapters, this particular essay prompt, don't just put an example and just leave it at that, like a bullet point. Explain how your example, if this was the case for you, describe the causes and the effects of the Great Awakening. So you might have an example and then a couple of sentences that explain that. You want to do that both for your primary and for your secondary sources. So that's how I'll grade these. I will be looking, 1, did you get 2 examples? 2, I'll be looking to see if you got a primary and a secondary source. And 3, I'll be seeing how specific your examples are, and do you tie them to a specific part of the essay prompt, right? So remember, we're using this as a collective area for us to study together. So don't leave your students hanging. If you just leave them hanging by just throwing random words out there that aren't very specific, that's not going to be helpful to your students. It's really not going to be helpful to you. So be helpful to yourself and be helpful to everyone else. Be specific and make sure you identify how it is tied to a portion of the essay prompt. Again, you're not answering the entire essay prompt in the discussion posts. You're providing a couple of examples and you're explaining in detail how your examples relate to the essay prompt. Hope that's helpful. Go forth and be great, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.